The bad news is time flies, and the good news is you're the pilot. No matter how you slice it, there are only 24 hours in a day. Time is a finite resource and it's up to you to make the most of it. If you lose money, you still have a chance to make it back. A wasted hour is irreplaceable. Many talk about optimizing time, but most fail to execute a personalized strategy. To do so, you should first identify the day-to-day threats that dramatically cut your productivity and create stress, and then create a daily rituals and routine that directly address the issue of productivity, be it office or at home. 3 principles need to be understood before you can begin optimizing your time. The first is time management is not about productivity, it's about intentional productivity. The second is time management is about building rituals that turns into habit. And the third one is time management is not just about working hours, it's also about non-working hours as well. A good time management requires an important shift in focus from activities to results. Being busy isn't the same as being effective. Ironically, the opposite is more closer to the truth. Being in a frenzy of activity doesn't mean that you're effective because you're dividing your attention between so many different tasks. Good time management is about working smarter and not harder to get more things done in less time. Always begin with 80-20 thinking, a concept that is life-changing in both business and personal life. You want to achieve 80% of your positive results from 20% of your time. Prioritize the task and focus on the ones that will deliver maximum returns. Embed the following into your daily rituals. In turn, make it a new habit. You will see productivity go high and stress go down. The first point is stay focused on your top priorities. In the midst of all the distractions that we face in a day, a week, a month, and a year, how do we stay focused on the top priorities, the things that matters to you most? That's an important critical question that we need to ask. Most of the time management addresses organizing your work and not managing your work and time around the things that matters to you most. For effective time management, use triage method. Stay focused on the problem that can be solved if you act immediately. Refuse to worry about the situation that cannot be solved. Let them go. And don't waste your time on matters that will take care of itself, whether you do something or not. The second point is don't multitask, do single task. The worst thing that you can do is multitask. If you start a task, make sure that you finish it before you move on to another task. You will notice that your efficiency will increase as you set aside your total focus and energy on the task at hand. The thing is, multitasking is generally pretty bad for our productivity. As we focus on multiple things at the same time, we end up doing none of them particularly well. The researchers have shown that our brains are not as good as handling multiple things at the same time rather than what we like to think they are capable of. In fact, researchers have shown that people who involve in multitasking reduce their productivity by 40%. Multitasking is incredibly dangerous and it's very tempting. And we have seen again and again that people who are doing multitasking has an illusion that they are being very effective. In fact, they are being less effective. People who think what they are doing, multitasking, actually what is happening is, as per neuroscientists, they are task switching. When we do task switching, our brain moves back and forth from different tasks. And task switching is disaster for our brains. Third point is, do the hard things first. Research shows that people who execute most difficult tasks first are generally more productive and high achieving than those who start easy and work their way up. The reason for doing the hardest or the tough job first is good for productivity. The stress of putting off the difficult work will negatively impact the productivity towards all other tasks performed. People make the choice to do easier tasks first, not on the logical basis of what methodology is more productive, but on the method that makes them feel better. Also, smaller tasks are easier to defer, delegate, or avoid entirely if time or motivation runs low. People doing smaller tasks tend to multitask and it's not productive, it only feels productive. People doing smaller tasks is a constructive way of procrastination and it destroys productivity. Doing the hardest thing first means you're more likely to complete it. When you finish the hardest thing first, you create more positive mood and enthusiasm to finish rest of the task, and it increases your productivity. Fourth point is 5 easy ways to stop wasting time. Set aside that time in a day to go through your emails and social media accounts. Don't keep it going all the time and switch off your mobile notification. Minimize the meeting time. Start a project or a work or a task. Imagine what success looks like for you and work backwards. Take advantage of free time. For example, in an airplane, you can go through some tasks that cannot be rushed. Set a tough but realistic deadline for yourself. I know the day-to-day work gets in the way of your efficiency. Like many of the most important things in life, stopping yourself from wasting time is not a rocket science. It's a healthy dose of self-discipline and common sense. It is just not more complicated than that. So I don't see a reason why we cannot make it happen. The fifth point is schedule mandatory downtime. Prioritize the most enjoyable activity to take your mind completely off work. Try to at least have a day where you keep your mobile phone totally away for a whole day. The downtime is very important for not burning out and to have your mind and body fresh. A lot of people fear the idea of relaxation because they feel that they will be left behind and will be overtaken by their competitors. But this is not the case. In fact, relaxation will help you to recharge your batteries and to come back more healthier, energetic and smarter than people around you. You should therefore try your best to relax because not only can it improve your mental well-being, but it can also improve your ability to work at your best. These 5 tactics are simple but effective. The goal is to deepen focus and to get more things done in less time. All these leads to less stress and more success, which many can use in both personal and professional life. I hope today's video will help you to better organize both your personal and professional life. And for more such videos, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you so much and please share with your friends.